Hello Starbrother and Kamo here to discuss the latest patch as well as a little bit about how Starbound is going to be handled on the channel going forward. Let's go ahead and jump into the content first. It is still called Enraged Koala, but there is some new things to be found. A treasure horde sub-biome development, new treasure room micro dungeon, new objects for treasure horde and treasure dungeon, golden pedestal, grail, treasure chest, gold filled barrel, safe, gold vase, diamond display, wooden gold-filled crate, and Venus the Pixel. I have no idea what that is. New heavy iron bars block, make meteor showers less likely. New exception system that makes Windows binary much smaller. New mysterious light object, new ruins platform tiles, new, better, faster, stronger, more entertaining item descriptions. No more version strings required on mods. It was causing more problems than it was solving. New pack update system that makes Steam updates of pack changes much smaller. I actually read into this one a little bit more. What was happening before was you had to re-download pretty much a good portion of the game. You had to download anything from 450 to 500 meg per update, and it was kind of rough. So the new pack system is bringing that down to about 30 meg, which is obviously a lot better. Small exception fixes, no longer rename worlds when exception is not IO related, better messages in some cases, new random swords, coordinate corruption recovery for certain world files, updated to Skyrails 2.0. Skyrails now have their own crafting station. Log file rotation for starbound.log and starbound_server.log, support for animated elements and cinematics, spinner on loading screen. So on the loading screen there's actually like a little dial that goes around, kind of like the hourglass for Windows when something's loading. Well, it used to be the hourglass, it's now that little circular thing too. So Starbound has that in the beginning, just so you know the game hasn't frozen. Hailstone weather, deadlock fix on shutdown, new random blood/bone based gun and projectile, new items in Heck including the helmet pictured above. Internal assets and pack-based mods will be version checked between clients and servers and must match. So basically no longer any more weird crashes from unknown things. It'll actually tell you what's going on. Apex micro dungeon changes, some extra boring bug fixes not listed here. Now those are the patch notes for what they're calling unstable branches. Basically they've redone how patching is taken care of. There's a test group now, so you can opt in to test new patches. And as they come out, that's something I'm going to try to do. This patch came out a couple of days ago, but it was in the unstable branch, and I wasn't 100% sure what that meant, so I held off on it. But now that I know more about it, I'm going to start doing it this way so that I can get to the content before most people choose to opt into it, because once it's moved to the stable branch, that's when everyone else has it. Okay, so now that we've gone through the actual content, I want to talk about the channel as far as how Starbound is going to be handled. As many of you know, I have tons of guides, tons of showcases, whether it's mods, personal builds, all kinds of other things. And one of the other big things that also drew a lot of people to my channel was coordinates. And I want to talk about that. This latest patch, as you saw, had a lot of content added to it. Now this is a good thing, but it's also a very bad thing. The reason why it's a bad thing is because I was very close to having my coordinate document done. This latest patch broke it. It broke almost all of my videos, because here's the way that loot works, and I hope that this makes sense. Whenever you loot something, it pulls from a loot table, and a loot table is basically just a list of all of the loot that could possibly spawn in that chest. Now the reason why coordinates work for all of us is because it depends on the operating system as far as how the items get generated, and those items are the same between everyone on that operating system. Well, what's happening is when items get added to those loot tables, it doesn't necessarily shuffle everything, but the numbers or the IDs for each item has the potential to change. So when it says in here that it's added new swords, those are swords that could be legendaries. So now a lot of locations that had like bone hammers, water swords, and that kind of stuff, could potentially be broken. Now, will they all get broken? No, that they won't. But a large portion of my videos do get broken, and that's why. So that's why I brought up a long time ago that it could potentially get very hard for me to keep up with coordinate videos, and I was trying to stay hopeful about it, that it wouldn't be too bad. But if they keep releasing content like this, unfortunately it is going to be extremely hard for me to do coordinate videos. Now, this is something that I hope you guys understand, and I hope that you guys know where I'm coming from, and I hope that this makes sense. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm turning my back on coordinates. I'm trying my hardest to think of another way to do them. I'm still going to be doing Let's Plays, I'm still going to be doing mod showcases, I'm still going to be doing builds, shorts, all that kind of stuff, and I'm trying to intertwine. I'm basically trying to create more of a routine for myself so that I can make things a lot more streamlined for you guys. So please leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I want to hear what you guys think about, well, not only the content, but also how things are going to be handled in Starbound. If you guys have any ideas, I'm always open. You guys know that I read your comments, so just let me know what you think as well as far as potential ideas. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Take care.